the country.
This is a story, a fantastically true story, from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives: citizen, communist, counter-spy, and who has now revealed for the first time his secret files concerning not only his own activities, but also the current activities of other counter-espionage agents. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. This week, Herbert A. Philbrick brings you the story of the counter-spy who helped stop a communist attempt to thwart justice in the courts by using perjured testimony. Hold it, Mr. Philbrick. Get into character before you go to see Comrade Bob. Forget you're a busy advertising man. Forget the sketches, the layouts, the slogans. Make sure you're not being followed. And approach casually. For the next 10 minutes, your comrade Herb, summoned by your cell leaders, who behave like a good communist.
Come in. Oh, come in, Comrade Herb. Pull up a chair. Sit down. Comrade, tell me, how's your status in the community where you live these days?
Well, pretty good, I guess. I'm editor of the church newspaper, belong to the men's club, and even sing in the choir when my party duties allow.
Does there happen to be a good criminal lawyer in your circle of friends?
Yeah, Jeff Donahue.
Good. I have a special assignment for you, to engage Mr. Donahue to defend Comrade Zack, who was arrested last night.
Comrade Zack.
I realize you don't know him. You are to tell Mr. Donahue that Comrade Zack, that is, Mr. Zachary Logan, teaches your children to play piano. The charge against him is aggravated assault. Naturally, it is ridiculous. No piano teacher is going to risk his livelihood by using his fists.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Comrade Zack's party work must not be interrupted by a jail term. He is involved in something which is of no concern to you, but is of enormous importance to the party. Here are the facts of the case. Be sure to destroy that list once you've memorized it.
Richard Black. Is he the labor leader?
He's a union official. I'd hardly describe him as a leader. You are to phone this lawyer as soon as you leave here. Comrade Zack is in the city jail. He'll be expecting you and Mr. Donahue sometime this afternoon.
Right. Richard Black is very much a leader, a labor leader. He's also an outspoken anti-communist. Better contact Jerry Dressler of the FBI right away. Dressler.
Hello, I'd like to speak to Mr. Peterson, please. Mr. Peterson, Herbert Philbrick of Associated Advertising. Yeah, I wondered if you had that estimate on our printing order.
It's now 9:30. I'll meet you at 10 in the parking lot of your bank.
Oh, I see. Then it should be in the mail first thing in the morning, huh? Thank you very much. Goodbye.
What's up? Special assignment to hire a lawyer for Comrade Zack. He was arrested on an assault charge last night. Is he guilty? Apparently not. Of course, According to the information I've been given, at the time that Richard Black, the victim, was beat up, Comrade Zack was at the home of a Mrs. Penrose giving her a piano lesson.
Mrs. Penrose? Isn't she the one you wrote about some time ago in your reports to the FBI?
Yeah, society woman, liked to hobnob with VIPs, also with party members.
Yeah. Any witnesses to the beating?
Somebody saw it from a distance and managed to get the license number of the getaway car.
And the car turned out to belong to Comrade Zack?
That's right. They picked him up late last night.
I wonder why they asked you to get the lawyer.
I don't know. Here are the details.
Richard Black, the anti-communist labor man?
Yeah. That's what makes me think there's something phony about this deal.
What's the name of this lawyer you're getting?
Jeff Donahue. I phoned him a few minutes ago, asked him to meet me at the city jail. He's going to interview Comrade Zack and decide whether he'll take the case.
Oh. Okay, Herb. I'll check into this from our angle. Meanwhile, if Donahue decides to take the case, try to keep him from getting out on a limb.
Yeah, that'll take some doing, though. I can't tell him Zack is a communist, and I can't tell him I'm an FBI counterspy.
No. Well, if there are any catches in this, maybe Donahue will spot it himself.
Okay.
See you.
The fella seems to be in a real tough spot. Circumstantial evidence case, you know, but you'll have to get the facts from him. Oh. Hi, Zack. Zack Logan, this is Jeff Donahue.
Thanks for coming. Always glad to help any friend of Herb Philbrick's.
Oh.
Sit down, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Sure, it's good to see a friendly face. Why do you say that?
Well, it's been a long night.
Oh, we just heard about it this morning.
Well, in any case, we're here. Just relax and tell us what happened.
Well, all I know is I was driving along last night, minding my own business, and I got arrested. They hauled me downtown here and started asking me a lot of questions about this Richard Black, a union man.
Do you know him?
Never met him in my life. Seemed someone beat up on him, and someone else saw whoever did it drive away and took his license number down. Oh, he got the wrong number.
Did the police say when this assault took place?
Late yesterday afternoon.
Where were you then?
Well, between 4 and 6, I was giving a piano lesson to Mrs. Penrose. After that, I went home.
What's her address?
401 Park Lane Drive.
Did you tell this to the police?
Sure.
What's your address?
601 Grand Avenue, apartment 6B.
Mm-hmm. Have you any idea where the assault took place?
No.
Well, maybe the newspaper accounts will tell us that.
Well, if not, they'll have to state it at the preliminary hearing.
Yeah.
Then you'll take the case?
Well, as I said before, always glad to help any friend of hers. Mrs. Penrose?
Yes.
I'm Jeff Donahue. This is Herbert Philbrick.
How do you do?
We'd like to talk to you about a man named Zachary Logan.
Oh, yes. Come in, please. He's my piano teacher.
Well, I'm his attorney.
Oh, dear. Don't tell me he's going to sue me for not practicing Chopin.
No, it seems he's gotten himself arrested.
Oh, dear.
We'd like to know if you've seen him in the past few days.
Oh, why, certainly. He was here yesterday.
Oh, what time?
4 to 6. Although he did leave somewhat later. We had a rather heated discussion about the Chopin etudes. He wants me to keep working on the C-sharp minor. I want to go on to something else.
Will you testify in court that he was here?
Would it mean waiting around the courthouse for hours?
Well, it could.
Oh, dear, I don't want to seem selfish, but, well, the flower show will be here before I know it. And there's a hospital committee meeting tomorrow, and the banquet for Senator Cummings next week.
Yes, but Mrs. Penrose, your testimony is likely to be crucial.
What has he done?
He's accused of assault, Mrs. Penrose. But if he was here, as you say, he's innocent.
Well, in that case, I'll be happy to testify.
Good. Thank you very much.
We won't take up any more of your time now, Mrs. Penrose. You'll receive a summons from my office stating the time and place of the preliminary hearing, and I may want to go over some of the details of the case with you before then.
Well, please try to give me as much advance notice as you can.
I'll try. Goodbye, Mrs. Penrose, and thanks.
you think?
I think the police have made a mistake.
Well, how do you figure it now? Comrade Zack couldn't have been more sincere. Mrs. Penrose certainly doesn't seem motivated by any affection for him. Still no reason for the party to go so far afield to get a lawyer. Better drop Jeff off, then find out if Jerry Dressler has anything to contribute.
Hello?
I'd like to speak to Mr. Collins, please. Hello, Mr. Collins. This is Herbert Philbrick. Yeah, are you going to be in your office in, the next 20 minutes, say?
Well, I'm glad you called, Herb. I want to talk to you. I'll meet you at the fountain in the park in an hour.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Mr. Collins. Goodbye. On the nose. Dressler should be here now. There he is, waiting for your signal. Whatever he has to tell you, he doesn't seem to be very happy about it. Comrade Bob, better stop Dressler quick.
What are you doing here?
Relaxing. I've got an appointment on the south side of town soon. What are you doing over this way?
That's not important. I'm here. How are things going?
Fine. Jeff Donahue has agreed to take the case. Mrs. Penrose has agreed to testify.
Good. I was planning to contact you later in the day, but since we've met, bail money. It's urgent that Zach resume his party work as soon as possible.
Where am I supposed to say this came from?
Zach's bank account. Story's in here, page 3. Report to me right after the preliminary hearing.
That was close. Did he just happen by, or was he tailing you? Another party member could be watching you now. Better signal Dressler to clear out. You'll have to contact him later by phone.
Now, that was quick thinking, Herb. And I'm glad you called. We've got some information on Mrs. Penrose. Been watching her for months, ever since you turned in that original report on her. In all that time, our agents report hearing her piano only twice, playing popular music. If Comrade Zach was giving her a piano lesson then or any other time, he did it by mental telepathy.
All right, fine. We'll go to work right away. Thank you. No wonder the party had you hire a lawyer like Jeff. They know Zach's phony case might blow wide open in court. If it does, an innocent attorney for the defense would be duped. But if he wins the case, the party will have a hold on him. You've got to tell Jeff Mrs. Penrose is lying. Here he comes. What can you say to him? If you tell him Gloria Penrose is lying, he'll want to know how you found out. How can you convince him of it without explaining your connection with the party and the FBI?
Well, bail's been posted. Zach will be out as soon as he claims his belongings.
Ah, good.
Zachary Logan, 651 Grand Avenue, denied charges that he used brass knuckles to protect the hands that earned him a livelihood as a music teacher. The victim was unable to describe his assailant, but Jonathan Draper of 906 Abbey Place spotted Logan's license as the alleged assailant sped away. Claims perfect eyesight. Saw his optometrist only last week.
His testimony can make Mrs. Penrose look a little sick, don't you think?
Oh, not a chance. It's her word against his. Besides, people make a mistake about a thing like a license plate. They don't about a definite thing like a music lesson.
Oh.
Hi, Herb. It's Donahue.
Hiya, Zach.
Man, it's great to be out. That's the worst hotel in town. Look, I'll go home and change my shirt, and I'll meet you later. Thanks for your help, Herb.
Good boy. Where are you going to meet him?
At Mrs. Penrose's house. I called her from inside and set up the last-minute conference. I'm going to get all the ammunition I can and blast this license plate nonsense to smithereens.
You think Zach is innocent, huh?
Of course. Well, I'll be seeing you, Herb.
You mind if I go along with you? Well, Mrs. Penrose is kind of a good person to know. Might throw some of that hospital promotion work my way.
Oh, why, sure. I'll meet you there at 4 o'clock.
Good boy.
Oh, hi, Herb.
Hi.
Is Zach isn't with you?
No.
Oh, well, I guess he'll be along in a minute or two.
Golly, this is really quite a place, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, beautiful. I'd like to have this gal for my client.
Yeah. Where is she?
In the study, telephoning. The hospital committee.
Oh. I wonder where the piano is.
Oh, it's in here, the music room. She invited me to play the piano to pass the time.
Oh. Wow. Hey, what do you make of that? Out of tune.
Mine's twice as bad.
Huh. I didn't know you played.
Oh, sure, when I have the time.
Yeah. What was it Mrs. Penrose said she was working on? Chopin?
Yeah, the etude in C-sharp minor.
Wonder if it's here.
I'm going to need my briefcase, and I left it in the car. I'll be right back.
Here it is. Etude in C-sharp minor.
I found Zach. Mrs. Penrose is very busy, but she's going to give us a few minutes.
Hello, Herb. Hello, Zach. Well, it's quite a place, isn't it?
Only took me a couple of years to get used to it.
Yeah.
All here?
We're ready anytime you are, Mrs. Penrose.
Just give me another 2 minutes.
Oh, sure.
You know what might be a good thing to have in court tomorrow, just in case the DA tries to challenge Mrs. Penrose's testimony that Zach was here giving her a lesson?
What?
The music they were working on. What was it? Chopin?
Yes, the etude in C-sharp minor.
Do you have any marginal notes or suggestions?
Sorry, I didn't write anything on it.
Well, even so, the very fact that it was here would give us a little advantage.
That's mine.
Well, I don't think anyone will challenge Mrs. Penrose's word.
Well, nevertheless, it might be just as well to have it along.
No, I'm afraid they'd say the music could have been planted, Herb. It wouldn't actually prove anything. Zach, about that license number...
Think, Philbrick. Comrade Zach probably's never given Mrs. Penrose a lesson in his life. Probably never even been here before. Doesn't even know where the music room is. That's it. But easy does it. Don't hit them over the head with it. Say, fellas, I was just thinking, while we're waiting, why don't we get Zach to play something for us? It's okay with Mrs. Penrose. She invited us to use the piano.
Well, I...
Come on. It's in here.
Oh, all right, why not? It's locked.
Oh, I guess I made a mistake. It's in here.
Oh, of course.
Just a moment.
Well, here I am, finally.
Mrs. Penrose, how long has your piano been in that room?
Always.
And how long did you say you've been coming here?
Now, Jeff, you're getting excited over
You
it.
said 2 years, but you didn't know where the piano was.
What on earth are you talking about?
Well, what of it? I forgot where it was myself.
Person doesn't make a mistake like that after 2 years.
Now, Jeff, you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Perjured testimony is no molehill.
Oh, for heaven's sake, no one's committed perjury. It's perfectly natural for Zach to make a mistake like that after a night in that perfectly horrid jail.
You better level with me.
We are leveling with you, Jeff. Take my word for it.
Of course we are.
And I don't like your insinuations at all.
You better find yourself another lawyer. And if you're at that hearing tomorrow, Mrs. Penrose, I'm going to be there, too, as a friend of the court to tell what I know. I'm sorry, Herb, but I'll have no part of perjured testimony.
Whoa.
And if you'll take my advice, you'll disassociate yourself from these two. They're using you in the worst way.
What happened?
It was my fault. I knew he was getting suspicious of you. The only reason I asked you to play was to bolster his confidence in you. I didn't have any idea you'd never been here before.
How stupid can you be? You knew he was guilty.
I did not. Why wasn't I told?
Comrade Bob thought it better not to tell anyone but us.
Ridiculous. He should have been told.
All right, it's too late. Might as well forget it.
Well, isn't there something I can do?
No. I know of a way to handle this situation. All right, comrade.
Well, Philbrick, did you go overboard? Can you explain this to the party authorities? What's Zach going to do about it? Jump bail? Maybe you better see where he goes. Take it easy. Don't get too close or he'll spot you. He could be on his way to party headquarters. He turns south. That rules out party headquarters. But the state highway is only a dozen blocks away. Looks like you might be right. Maybe he is jumping bail. The party won't like losing that money. Or did they tell him to sacrifice it? Place. That has a familiar ring. Of course. That witness who saw Zach's license number, Jonathan Draper, 906 Abbey Place. Should be at the other end of the block. Better circle around. There he is, waiting for Draper to come home from work. 5:45. Looks like Comrade Zach doesn't want him to testify. Better contact Jerry Dressler before Draper gets a taste of those brass knuckles. to 6. Whoever Dressler sends over, they better get here quick. Well, I'll be... Even with Zach's brass knuckles, Draper's taking care of himself. Draper's too tough for Zach.
That wasn't Draper. That was an FBI man. Don't worry. Comrade Zach
Zach doesn't realize it. Neither does Draper. Here he comes now.
You know, that's darn good work, Jerry. Puts one more commie strong-arm man behind bars.
Yeah. And get your lawyer friend off the hook.
Yeah.
You know, Herb, it's kind of nice to know that even the commies can't get away with beating up witnesses.
Yeah. Thanks to you.
Thanks to you.
I'll see you, Jerry.
Come on, Herb.
A desperate last-second subterfuge by an FBI counter-spy succeeded not only in breaking up this plot to defeat democratic justice, but resulted in the arrest of a dangerous communist strong-arm man. Next week, we'll bring you another story from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick, citizen, communist, counter-spy.